Howdy folks, how's it going? A chilly December day here in California. Not the California that you usually imagine. Gray, cold, nowhere near the beach. The coast is about an hour away. So this video is titled, "Don't be fooled by the wrong conspiracies." Definitely something to think about in the quest for truth. Because, in my opinion, then there is a lot of being fooled going on in ways such that people are getting fooled in the process of trying to find the truth and uncover the lies of the control system. And I'm inclined to think that some of these conspiracies out there are in fact being propagated by the powers that be. I don't know. Who knows? Completely conjecture. But these theories, such as the flat earth theory, which I've been looking at it for the past couple of weeks just out of curiosity, having various discussions and arguments with people on it, and it just is completely beyond me why anybody thinks this. It just makes absolutely no sense. Completely defies the laws of science and physics and basic phenomena that we can experience for ourselves. I'm not going to jump into that whole thing here, but there's the flat earth theory and the hollow earth theory and the concave earth theory and the planet X and the moon landing hoax and whatnot. And over again with these various conspiracy theories, then there is a common thread, which is facts that don't add up to scrutiny, that just don't make any sense, that can be disproven easily. For example, the moon landing hoax, I've looked into that one a little bit. The belief that the moon landings did not occur and the astronauts cannot in fact go to space. Then you have the evidence such as that the Van Allen belts, radiation belts which encircle the Earth, would fry any humans trying to cross them, and therefore it is impossible that people could have gone to the moon because they would be, zapped by the Van Allen radiation belts, and that would be the end of the story. So it's just completely impossible. Problem is, Van Allen himself came out and said this is completely ridiculous and totally untrue, and yes, astronauts could cross the Van Allen belts. There was a Fox News program some number of years ago which was suggesting that the moon landings may have been a hoax and put some information out there. And so that was one place that one was mentioned, and I think that was when Van Allen came out and said, "That's ridiculous. This is untrue and not a problem for astronauts." And so over and over again with a lot of these things, then the evidence just can be very quickly confirmed as being wrong, inaccurate, or explained in some way by doing a quick search on Google, which is what I've been doing with a lot of these things. Take the flat earth supposed evidence that there are instances of eclipses in which both the sun and the moon could be seen at the same time. And so this would seem to be evidence that the eclipses could not be caused by the Earth's shadow on the moon, a lunar eclipse, because how could you see them both in the sky if we're supposed to be lined up? Well, it's true that this has occurred, and there's a simple explanation, which is that it is a matter of refraction of light around the Earth, such that if the planetary bodies were lined up the right way, then the sun could just barely be seen because of the way that the light would be refracting around the planet through our atmosphere. When you watch a sunset, then the sun has actually set before you watch it set, for the very same reason. You're sitting there watching the sunset, thinking, "Oh, there's the sun, I can see it." The sun's already gone, it's gone below the horizon, but because of the refraction of light, then it appears to still be within your sight. Now, I am not, however, someone who thinks that all conspiracy theories are rubbish, who thinks that the powers that be, the control system, is not up to dirty tricks and muddying the waters and engaging in psyops, psychological operations, and conspiring to carry out various events around our planet, our globe planet, so I believe. I do think that conspiracies are going on. There's all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes. Various leaders of nations being gotten rid of by the CIA, and economic strings being pulled to cause such and such currency to collapse in, wherever, Iceland or Ecuador, or various political developments behind the scenes that are manipulating our world, our society. Information being put out there that is incorrect, false information that is designed to hide the real truth and distract people from what is actually going on. And I think it makes more sense that the flat earth theory, the moon landing hoax and whatnot, could be part of this muddying the waters effort on the part of elite power people to distract people from much more important issues. Things that actually affect people's daily lives, as opposed to Planet X and the flat earth and the hollow earth and the moon landings and JFK and all the stuff that doesn't even make any difference if it's true or not. It doesn't matter. Meanwhile, then there's all kinds of stuff going on. Our education system not being up to par and causing people to not be as educated and aware and adept at seeing through the BS as people could be if they had better information, better critical thinking skills. Go down the list of issues from healthcare. Why does a country like the United States, the richest country on earth, not have adequate healthcare coverage for people, as meanwhile we have the largest military on the planet, equal almost to all other nations' militaries combined, and are causing trouble all over the world and creating terrorists who we then, point at and say they're the enemy that we must fight and destroy and be afraid of, as meanwhile more people are dying from bee stings and furniture than terrorism. And so there's conspiracies galore to look into, but it seems to me a real waste of time and energy, and a shame for people seeking truth and trying to make sense of things and trying to uncover the shenanigans of the power elite, to be lost on this ridiculous trail of all these conspiracy theories that simply don't add up to anything that should even be considered as being true, because the evidence is just completely flimsy, completely ridiculous, easily explained by basic science, by 2 minutes of research. So don't be fooled by the wrong conspiracies. There is much corruption, much illusion on this planet that needs to be sifted through and sorted out and figured out, and the power is in the hands of the wrong people on this planet, absolutely. And it needs to be straightened out. But I don't think they're hiding the shape of the Earth from us when thousands and thousands of people have telescopes, and when the flat Earth models don't explain basic concepts such as day and night properly, or the setting of the sun, or eclipses, or the seasons, or the movement of the stars in the sky, or the fact that it's cold in Alaska while it's 150 degrees warmer in Brazil. I've lived in Alaska and experienced it, and the flat Earth models just do not explain whatsoever basic phenomenon we can experience for ourselves. All right, take it easy.